that has been disturbing my head, Right Honorable Speaker, since I watched the news, that a prospective member of parliament can come from nomination and is pulled off a motorbike, thrown onto the ground. Right Honorable Speaker, we have a history as a country. We cannot afford to see this happening in the NRM government, where we all rejoiced and thanked the president for liberating this country. Who are these officers? When I heard the police, the spokesperson for Honorable, former Felix Kulaije, speaking and saying they don't know these people. Now, how can people have guns, have sticks, beat up Ugandans, and nobody is arresting them? And they continued with this even the next day. I have raised the issue of officers covering their faces. If you are not criminals, why are you covering your faces? Why don't you want to be seen by the Ugandans? Right Honorable Speaker, I want to request, we moved away from the governments that were not democratic. Our constitution obligates the state to ensure free participation by all Ugandans.
Why have we decided to militarize something which is for civilians? What is your fear? Why have we decided to make election to appear as it's war? Do we want to take this country into anarchy? We have had enough. Innocent people are being beaten. Can you imagine? Media is the fourth estate. The fourth estate has lost an eye. We can happily sit here and say the treatment will be covered. Can you imagine?
A lady was seated in a vehicle. Somebody jumped on the vehicle on top and pointed a gun at the lady in the car. The lady was saying, shoot. People were surrounding the car. Right Honorable, who is in charge of campaigns in this country? Campaigns are not going to the church to begin praying. And in campaigns, everybody will be chanting, people will be moving, people will be singing. Who is in charge of campaigns, Right Honorable Speaker? A campaign period, and we behave like this?
Things are being done in broad daylight. It's not at night. Honorable colleagues, we are the voices of the people. And this, in its measure, I want to thank Right Honorable Speaker. All of us have got to stand together to condemn the actions. When the military spoke, the army, they said they don't know those people. You get it? Security agencies are disowning some of these people. By now, in a normal situation, those people should be behind bars. So I want to appeal to our forces, particularly police, Honorable Minister. The JAT are people who fall within your docket. Kindly bring them to order. We want a fair ground for all of us. We are ready to win elections clean.
How do you go to court? How can they be accountable when you can't even identify them? It is very saddening, it is very heartbreaking, and I think the government should reflect on the things that you're doing. Even the people who didn't know about the brutality of this government are angry. Some people are not talking, but they're really boiling. And one day, Right Honorable Speaker, this whole bubble will burst.
The people involved in the videos and on the ground are all hooded. May we understand from the minister, under what circumstances would people enforcing the laws of the land be hooded and therefore hide their identity while executing a public duty? So that we can also advise citizens on their mode of hooding themselves to counter. Right, Honourable Speaker, the point I'm making is that we are running into dangerous territory where purported law enforcement is being done by people without identity, which is why you've had between police and the army each denying knowledge of the hooded individuals. So may we know whether there was a mutiny in one of the security forces, whether the military is experiencing a mutiny, and therefore some people are acting out of hand, so that we can alert the nation that there are some hoodlums at large, and therefore capable of harming the public, because they have no identity, they have no identifiable command and control, and therefore they're like a wall of them on the street, right on the speaker.